My name is Frida Kegocha, a counseling psychologist, and today our topic of focus is loss and grief and the process, the journey. Today, I'm privileged to have a guest who is a good friend of mine. She's a wife to a bishop, she's a mother, she's a manager, she is a counselor in the making, and she is none other than Madam Irene Kaberere. So welcome and say hi to us.
Thank you. Hello everyone. I'm happy to be here and I believe we will move on together. Thank you.
Sure, I believe we will, and she'll be sharing with us her journey through loss and grief. And to start with, we'd like to hear from her. Who is it that you lost, and how did you lose your loved one?
We lost our son in the year 2014.
Yes.
And it was through electrocution. He had come from the church,
yes,
and he told his son that he was going to his car wash to have his car washed, and after that he would come and go for swimming together. So when he got to the car wash, he told the attendant that he was in a hurry. So he decided to assist him, and when he took the pipe to pour water on the car, when he reached the back, the attendant just heard a noise, and the next minute our son was on the floor. They picked him and rushed him to the nearby hospital, and he was pronounced dead.
I've been very sad indeed.
Yes, it was.
The gospel musician who passed away on Sunday was laid to rest at the Langata Cemetery, and that was today. He was electrocuted at his car wash located near Lower Kabete while cleaning his car.
Teary eyes, solemn faces and somber music was what filled the air as friends and family thronged the Nairobi Pentecostal Church, Valley Road, to pay tribute to this man. One by one, they paid homage to one Peter Kahora Kaberere.
Kabs was just one of those guys he always wanted to be around because he was full of joy, he was full of life. Everything that he did, Kabs gave it 100%, nothing less.
To ask that you leave behind your memory and laughter will forever be in our hearts.
The renowned gospel musician will be remembered for inspiring music and his work with the men ministry. He is also known to have left a mark in the life of everyone he met. The body of the 32-year-old was later laid at the Langata Cemetery. Kaberere is survived by a son and a wife, and though he is gone, he remains alive in the hearts of so many. Naiga Otieno, KTN.
Grief is not like, a staircase whereby you experience one emotion to another and you finish. It's like a roller coaster of events whereby it's today you are up there, tomorrow you are deep there, and so there are these 5 stages of loss. That is, there is denial, there is anger, there is depression, there is acceptance. How did you experience those emotions?
I must say that they are not experienced in the same sequence.
Yeah.
You can start with denial. Like me, I got into denial.
Yeah.
So I could not believe that our son was normal, and therefore whatever was being done, I was seeing like it's just like a video. It was something that was not believable, because I could not even cry. I was just making just a funny noise. I was groaning. I felt so much pain that I was only groaning.
Can imagine.
And people were just telling me actually that
Yes.
even afterwards that
Yes.
they had me just groaning and telling them it is well, it is well, it is well.
So there was a lot of deep pain from your description.
Yes, I
And
had
what-
a very, very deep pain,
Yeah.
which I could not be able to express that particular time. Yeah.
And also some sense of numbness. Just that being quiet
Yes.
and not doing anything
Yes,
much.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Can imagine it must have been very, very tough and painful indeed. And this is where we say loss is a personal experience. It's not, my experience is not your experience or any other person's experience. And so it's about coping with the events, with the change of events. Not even coping with the loss itself, but the change of events. Because you are with your loved one, you are used to do things together, used to, have fun. But now there is no more, and there's a lot of change, especially even this preparation of the of burial and even thereafter.
Yes.
And so we say there are some 4 tasks of mourning that someone needs to accomplish as they get towards the journey of healing, and this by J.M. Warden. And one of them, or the first task of mourning, is accepting the reality of loss. The other one is working through the pain of the loss. The number 3 task is whereby someone has to, adjust to this world where the loved one is missing, is no more in your life. And the 4th one is finding an enduring connection with your loved one as you move on with life, or as you move through life. And so I would like to hear from you. Did you complete these tasks, or have you been able to complete these tasks, and maybe in a systematic way?
No, I've not been able to finish them
Yes.
because, as I have experienced,
Yes.
grief is an up and downward movement.
Yes.
You are sometimes settled and you see like everything is okay.
Yes.
Another day you are so miserable and you are thinking about the loved one.
Yes.
So I must admit I've not been able to go through them in sequences.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that is very true. There, if you go back and forth, it's not something that it's a staircase like we said before. You move from one to the next one, then back again to square one. You can even go to step 4, whereby you've already learned to move on, but then you still find yourself one day you're getting to square 1 or even 2. So, and it is okay for someone to experience that. And one day, one time, we want to believe healing is usually found. And so it is also good to note that in the process of grieving your loved one, there are things that make grief difficult for someone, or maybe someone to take too long in their grieving, or some others it might take a shorter period. And these ones, we call them the mediators of grief. And so I would like you maybe to hear from you. What are those things that made your grief take too long? Because you said it's been like almost 5 years now. Actually 6, went to the 5th year is gone, it's the 6th one. And it's been a long time. So what is it that you can say has made you taken you so long in your loss or in your grief?
What may have taken me long is the relationship we had with our son.
Yes.
Because our son was my very good friend, and we used to relate very, very well. And because of that, when he now died, it was like I could not be able to cope. The second thing was the way he died, because I remember the previous night we were together. We were celebrating his grandmother's 80th birthday, and he treated us with a cake and sodas, and we were happy. And to hear, to me, it's like he was telling us bye, and we did not know, because the entire family was there, even some of our uncles and aunties were there. So that to hear the following day that he is not there, that was a real shock, because it was really urgent and quickly, and something that I did not expect.
Sure.
So that may have caused the slowness of the healing. Yes, yes.
Wow. So what I've heard from you is you were very close with him. So that's one of the mediators, and that this death was very sudden.
Yes.
It was not something that you expected. So sudden deaths indeed are very painful, and they make someone really take long before they accept the reality of loss and even begin to process the pain. So that is really understandable. Okay, thank you so much. And